90. What high change is in thee, O Savitri! Bright ever thou wast, a goddess still and pure, yet dearer to me by thy sweet human parts. Earth gave thee, making thee yet more divine. My adoration mastered, my desire bent down to make it subject, my daring clasped, claiming by body and soul my life's estate, rapture's possession, love's sweet property. A statue of silence in my templed spirit, a yearning Godhead and a golden bride. But now thou seemst almost too high and great for mortal worship. Time lies below thy feet, and the whole world seems only a part of thee. Thy presence, the hushed heaven I inhabit, and thou look'st on me in the gaze of the stars. Yet art the earthly keeper of my soul, my life a whisper of thy dreaming thoughts, my morns a gleaming of thy spirit's wings, and day and night are of thy beauty part. Hast thou not taken my heart to treasure it in the secure environment of thy breast? Awakened from the silence and the sleep, I have consented for thy sake to be. By thee I have greatened my mortal arc of life. But now, far heaven's unmapped infinitudes, thou hast brought me thy illimitable gift. If to fill these thou lift thy sacred flight, my human earth will still demand thy bliss. Make still my life through thee a song of joy, and all my silence wide and deep with thee. A heavenly queen, consenting to his will, she clasped his feet by her enshrining hair, enveloped in a velvet cloak of love, and answered softly like a murmuring lute, all now is changed, yet all is still the same. Lo, we have looked upon the face of God. Our life has opened with divinity. We have borne identity with the Supreme and known His meaning in our mortal lives. Our love has grown greater by that mighty touch and learnt its heavenly significance. Yet nothing is lost of mortal love's delight. Heaven's touch fulfills but cancels not our earth. Our bodies need each other in the same last. Still in our breasts repeat heavenly secret rhythm, our human heartbeats passionately close. Still am I she who came to thee mid the murmur of sunlit. Still am I she who came to thee mid the murmur of sunlit leaves upon this forest verge. I am the Madran. I am the Savitri. All that I was before, I am to thee still. Close comrade of thy thoughts and hopes and toils. All happy contraries I would join for thee. All sweet relations marry in our life. I am thy kingdom, even as thou art mine, the sovereign and the slave of thy desire, thy prone possessor, the sister of thy soul, and mother of thy wants. Thou art my world, the earth I need, the heaven my thoughts desire, the world I inhabit, and the God I adore. Thy body is my body's counterpart, whose every limb my answering limb desires, whose heart is key to all my heartbeats. This I am, and thou to me, O Satyavan. Our wedded walk through life begins anew. No gladness lost, no depth of mortal joy. Let us go through this new world that is the same. For it is given back, but it is known, a playing ground and dwelling house of God, who hides himself in bird and beast and man, sweetly to find himself again by love, by oneness. His presence leads the rhythms of life that seek for mutual joy in spite of pain. We have each other found, O Satyavan, in the great light of the discovered soul. For not for ourselves alone our spirits came, out of the veil of the unmanifest, out of the deep, immense, unknowable, on the ignorant breast of dubious earth, into the ways of laboring, seeking men, two fires that burn towards that parent sun, two rays that travel to the original light. To lead man's soul towards truth and God we are born, to draw the checkered scheme of mortal life into some semblance of the immortal's plan, to shape it closer to an image of God, a little nearer to the idea divine. She closed her arms about his breast and head, two-souled, two-bodied, for the joys of time. At the vision of the beautiful twain, the air awoke, perturbed with scaling cries, and the swift parents, hurrying to their child, possessed him with their arms. Then, tenderly, cried Dumatsena, chiding Satyavan, "The fortunate gods have looked on me today. A kingdom seeking came, and heaven's rays. But where wast thou? Thou hast tormented gladness with fear's dull shadow, O my child, my life. Not like thyself was this done, Savitri, who ledst not back thy husband to our arms." But Satyavan replied, with smiling lips. Lay all on her. She is the cause of all. With her enchantments, she has twined me round. Behold, at noon, leaving this house of clay, I wandered in far-off eternities, yet still a captive in her golden hands, I tread your little hillock called green earth, and in the moments of your transient sun, live glad among the busy works of men. And then all eyes turned their wandering looks where stood a deepening redder gold upon her cheeks, with lowered lids, the noble, lovely child. And one consenting thought moved every breast. What gleaming marvel of the earth or skies stands silently by human Satyavan to mark a brilliance in the dusk of eve? If this is she of whom the world has heard, wonder no more at any happy change. Each easy miracle of felicity, of her transmuting heart, the alchemy is. Then one spoke there, who seemed a priest and sage. O woman soul, what light, what power revealed, working the rapid marvels of this day, opens for us by thee a happier age. Her lashes, fluttering upwards, gathered in to a vision which had scanned immortal things, rejoicing, human forms for their delight. They claimed for their deep, childlike motherhood the life of all these souls to be her life. Then, falling, veiled the light. Low she replied, awakened to the meaning of my heart, that to feel love and oneness is to live. And this, the magic of our golden change, is all the truth I know or seek, O sage. Wondering at her, and her two luminous words, westward they turned in the fast gathering night. Drawn by white manes upon a high-roofed car, in flare of the unsteady torches went, with linked hands, Satyavan and Savitri, hearing a marriage march, a nuptial hymn, where waited them the many-voiced human world. Night, splendid with the moon dreaming in heaven, in silver peace, possessed her luminous reign. She brooded through her stillness on a thought, deep guarded by her mystic folds of light, and in her bosom nursed a greater dawn.